Now, residents of Little Bay Islands are debating resettlement, but it's not easy to leave your home. The CBC's Red Sharon brings us a story.
All it takes is a short ferry ride to step back in time to a place with over 200 years of history, where every place you look is as pretty as a postcard. Hello!
Hi, come on in.
When you're welcome to stay in the grandest house in town. This must have been the merchant's residence.
Yes, it was.
Wow, it's beautiful. And raspberries you can share grow along every path. These are wild, eh?
Oh yeah, they're wild.
Those are good, eh?
You're generous.
It's your island.
My island.
Doris Tucker has always loved her island home. As a young girl, she could remember the foreigners coming.
The fishermen would take fish to Portugal and bring the salt back as well.
Back in the heyday. A glimpse into that past.
Little Bay Island, one such outport, whose men have fished the Labrador for generations.
These pictures are over 45 years ago. They show a prosperous community bustling with the future, hundreds employed, a great place to raise a family. It must have been a lovely place here as a child.
It really was. I mean, it was safe, and the families, we were all very close.
It was a happy place.
Happy.
Today, it's all gone. The fish plant closed. Every store closed. The school has just 2 students. There's a bit of activity from summer residents, catching a few cod from the food fishery. But the biggest thing happening in this little community these days is the talk of shutting the entire place down for good. Councillor Dennis Budgell.
The people's getting older. You know, the average age here is like 66 years old now for what people that belong to the town, full-timers. So it actually makes sense. No, nobody wants to leave their home, but what are you going to do?
Since he first approached the government about the idea of resettlement, a lot has changed. For starters, the government likes to now call it relocation.
Centralization was called, or resettlement.
Resettlement conjures up ideas of Joey Smallwood's plan to lure fishermen from remote locations 50 years ago, with their house literally in tow, and promises of a better life in development centers that didn't always work out. At first, people here didn't want to go. Now the government has sweetened the pot, offering hundreds of thousands of dollars.
They're getting $250 for one person, $260 for 2, and $270,000 for 3 people in a family.
It's a lot of money.
And it's a lot of money, so you can't deny the fact that, you know, and a lot of these people here have lived here all their lives, and they're fishermen, and, you know, they never made a lot of money because right now there's no industries here for the work. So that's another sad situation.
Doris Tucker doesn't want to go. This is really home for your family, eh?
Oh, it is. I've lived there all my life, and
it goes back generations?
As far back as I know. Yeah.
Neither does former Mayor Perry Locke, but he knows the vast majority do.
I mean, we had die-hard people there that said that they would move when they moved to cemeteries. $250,000 changed that opinion pretty quick.
And he's no longer mayor because people started accusing him of delaying the process. Now the town, he says, is ripped apart. People have actually warned him.
If you keep us from getting this money, this won't be a friendly neighborhood for you to live in. So, I mean,
hard stuff.
Well, stuff like that. I mean, there's been some wicked comments.
Locke says he knows, and the government knows, it can save millions by stopping the ferry service, shutting down the diesel generating station, and closing the school. But he says the money they have offered has turned neighbor against neighbor.
Government-assisted suicide, I think so. I call it the government Dr. Kevorkian. They're giving people the means to kill themselves.
I'm just stirring your sauce for you.
Oh, okay.
It looks good. How long have you had this place now?
This is my 7th summer.
Charlene Hines has had enough.
There's rifts in families where, you know, sisters aren't talking to sisters and neighbors aren't talking to neighbors anymore.
She came to Little Bay Islands attracted by the beauty, the sense of history and community, built a successful business. Now, she says, folks never get together. The government has let the process drag on, and it's just ugly.
I don't understand why. Because if you're going to do something that's brutal, and this is brutal to close down a community, if you're going to do it quick, do it fast.
The government insists it's only acting because the necessary 90% of residents signed on to leave. It also says it's still assessing if the economics work in the government's best interests. Now, even those in favor of leaving wish the government would get on with it.
It's like carrying around a little dog on your back all the time. It's there and it won't go away. So.
Makes it hard.
It makes it hard, yeah.
That's my grandmother.
Doris Tucker says the government certainly isn't working in her best interest. This graveyard is full of her relatives, her history, and she says she'll speak against resettlement every chance she gets.
This is a democratic society. Unless you're paying my bills and I'm abusing children, get out of my face. Because everybody has a right to decide what they want.
You're still ready to fight?
Oh yes, I'm ready to fight. I'm feisty.
I got that part. There is one thing everyone agrees on. No matter what happens going forward, the real pity is that this little community will never again be the same. Red Sharon, CBC News in Little Bay Islands, Newfoundland.
Well, if you'd like to see that item again, you can watch it tonight on The National.